I think these days it's very hard to categorize only one specific cuisine. A lot of chefs just they go loads of different places and different countries to learn the cooking, and then also they get influenced by other chefs as well at the same time.
Modern European cuisine inspired by Korean because we love and we want to keep our Korean heritage.
Hi, my name is Pa. I'm a chef and owner at Sollip.
Bomee Ki, I'm the head pastry chef and co-owner at Sollip. We've trained French cuisine and pastry, but we have a Korean identity. We got lots of responsibility. We are the first Korean chefs who gain a Michelin stars, so more like a get responsibility when we introduce Korean culture, because if we did something wrong, then the guests will knew, okay, that is the Korean thing, that is the Korean way.
Your food comes from 100% your experiences, not just as a chef's experiences, but your whole life experiences. That's what I believe. I'm gonna cook the monkfish, one of our fish courses actually at Sollip. That's kind of half-trimmed monkfish we get. Well, it's kind of season is coming, but to be honest, we have been using quite a long time as well. And then also, I don't know, I love monkfish. Its texture is like more meaty. Actually, our curing salt and sugar mixture, so we always have that one. And we cure the monkfish for like 20 minutes in a fridge. Got this fermented red cabbage idea from between Korean kimchi and the traditional dish from France called choucroute, which I learned from Chef Pierre Kaufman. So choucroute is a sauerkraut in France. Am I right, mate?
Yeah.
Yeah, and he cooked really delicious choucroute. I have really fond memory from the dish. And then I'm gonna cook without coloring some grated garlic. 2 minutes, 3 minutes. Once you don't have the low flavor of the garlic, then you add the fermented red cabbage in there, and then you add white wine. Once all the alcohol is evaporated, then you add passion fruit juice and white balsamic, honey, and lemon juice. And that's all. So this is actually cured and then rinsed and then dried for 1 day. So we start on the pan, we color each side, and then I'm gonna start glazing. I'm gonna monte with the butter. Actually, I'm gonna baste the butter, and then I'm gonna move it to the charcoal. And then we cook with the charcoal with onion glaze. So now I'm gonna take the fish off and rest it about like 1-2 minutes. So now we are ready to plate. So first of all, we put the puree on the little bit of the left side, and just right next to it, we put the choucroute. And then on top of the choucroute, we put 2 or 3 pieces of preserved Buddha sand. And on top, we put monkfish, as well as preserved elderberry. And lastly, we put the compressed rainbow chard and sprinkle some Korean chili flake and sauce on the side, actually.
Today we're gonna making our signature dish, the dessert, Black Pain Perdu. So first of all, I'm gonna take out the eggs, milk, and sugar. I already measure it and I keep it in the fridge for making cool it down. And I'm gonna add some fresh yeast inside. So I also chilled down my T55 and some little bit of charcoal powder in the freezer to make it really cool down. Yes, for the color, because the main theme is the black, as you can see in the name of it. So using the hook, I'm gonna kneading the dough in a low speed for about 2 minutes first to combine everything. So normally brioche has 50% of butter from the flours, but we use less butter, so it makes a little bit light brioche because I don't want it too rich and too heavy dessert. Chilled butter, it has to be nice diced in a small sizes. The temperature has to be around 22 to 23 degrees. If it's more than high than that, your butter could be melt from the inside. And if it's way too cold, then your butter couldn't really incorporate in your dough. All the remain butter inside. And in the same time, you can add your salt in it. And the reason we add the salt at the very end of the stage is because the salt to make your dough makes like a high temperature. It's done. So when your dough is nicely kneading, they have very silky and glossy surface with a nice texture. So after that, we're gonna make karité ice cream. So what we need is milk and sugar and salt, atomized glucose, and stabilizer, and charcoal powder, and some egg yolk as well. So this is cooked karité. So we just boiled. It's quite like unfamiliar in European cuisine, like make the dessert with a bean, but it's quite common in Korea. We used to use the beans for our rice cakes. It has nutty and earth flavor, which is I really love it. So put half of the milk and then karité inside the thermometer. So sugar, salt, stabilizer, and atomized glucose. So mainly for sweetness and for stabilize. I'm gonna put everything in a very fine sieve. I've got all nice sieved karité mixture. I'm gonna add the warmed milk inside. So the reason I separate the milk and the karité like this way, because if you have too much liquid inside, then you can't really get like very fine texture of the karité. So it's quite hard to blitz it, and it takes a much longer time. So I try to make it almost like a paste. Okay. I'm gonna cling film it, contact nicely. We're gonna make karité gabot. So gabot is kind of chill, but very light and very crispy and thin. My water, butter, and salt together in a medium heat. And in the same time, I'm gonna make my bain-marie to cook my gabot mixture after that. So what we need is egg white. And inside, I've got some sieved T55 and some karité powder. Okay, put everything together. The guests really love our food because it's not really like complicated or like too fancy. It looks very simple. When you make like simple things, it's more difficult to make it right things, and we have to put all the elements in a right way. about 8 minutes. It's ready to put some pattern on it. And also I love to create something by my hand rather than using some tools or templates. So after we cook it, cut it in a few pieces. We're gonna cook our brioche. So this one, we slice it and soak it in a mixture, burnt vanilla mixture, nicely. We're gonna cook it in a pan and in the oven as well, and we're gonna serve it directly. So now I've got all the components and ready to plate. I'm gonna sprinkle the sugar nicely on the top and bullet torch nicely to make it extra caramelized and crisp on the top. In a bowl, put in the center our burnt vanilla sauce on the top, and here a little bit. This is a caramelized pecan, pinot of my Sarite ice cream. For the last, stick 2 pieces of Cabbage. So here we have our Black Pain Perdu.